So can Elijah Moore come back from the fantasy football dead? This is the Fantasy Sports Boss. Hit the subscribe, hit the notification button. More videos coming fast and furious today and tomorrow. And of course, tomorrow, Thanksgiving Eve, we'll have a live stream to discuss the first injury report of the week and preview the Thanksgiving Day games and the entire Week 12 slate. Now, Elijah Moore, we all know the story. He's been a massive disappointment this season. And much of that blame, though, in fairness, has to lie on the shoulders of Zach Wilson, who's arguably the worst starting quarterback in the NFL, low-lighted by that absolutely pathetic, all-time horror show of a performance against the New England Patriots in Week 11. And now things are so bad that Robert Saleh has acknowledged that there might be a change. You know, he's talked up Mike White, who he's promoted to the backup position. Joe Flacco was still there, and Flacco played well and still leads the Jets in touchdown passes unbelievably, with just 3 games started this season. Going into Week 12, it just shows you how bad Wilson has been. But Elijah Moore has been completely out of the offense, really getting no targets at times at all from Wilson. But there is cause for optimism, and I'll tell you why. So Mike White, if Mike White becomes the quarterback, Mike freaking White, as Jets fans like to call him, becomes a starter, then this instantly should elevate Elijah Moore. So case in point, last season, when Mike White against Cincinnati, that 34-31 victory where he lit the world on fire, Elijah Moore caught 6 balls for 67 yards. Against the Indianapolis Colts the following week, of course, Mike White got injured early in that game, but he threw a 19-yard TD pass to Moore before he went out. And then against Buffalo, when he returned from injury, Moore caught 3 passes for 44 yards and another score. How about Joe Flacco? This season against Baltimore in the opener, 5 catches for 49 yards was Elijah Moore. Then against Cleveland, 3 catches for 41 yards. Against Cincinnati, 4 catches for 49 yards. So consistent 4 to 5 catch games for him. And then even going back to 2021, Flacco with the Jets against the Miami Dolphins in the one start that he made, Moore went off with a huge game in this one. He went 8 for 144. He wound up catching 8 passes for 141 yards and 1 touchdown. So you could see Elijah Moore really starts to take off when either Joe Flacco or Mike White is under center. I think Mike White will become the starter at some point because Wilson's just been so bad. And Robert Saleh knows he's losing this team if he continues to put Zach Wilson out there as well as the rest of the team is playing. All right, so in terms of fantasy football, if somebody dropped Elijah Moore, I absolutely would pick him up and stash him on the bench for this week. See what happens, see what transpires, because talent is not in question here. We saw how good he was as a rookie, just absolutely, putting up some really impressive performances, in particular in the middle of the season before he got injured. 2nd round pick, tremendous route runner. He's got skills, so I would pick him up. Hit the subscribe, hit the notification button. More videos on the way.